And so we can see here that we see the fat man. He's not, oh, it's such a perfect symbol to invoke right now in this spiritual teaching of the bottomless pit in the ladder of divine ascent, because it was principally, we are identifying this infidel or this enemy of God, this that which is to be overcome and defeated. And it goes on, and the fat man actually becomes a Muslim, and he transforms his whole life. And actually Muhammad invites him to stay another night and eat again with him, and then he won't eat, and he just wants to fast. And he's like, no, I'm good, I'm completely full. And then, it's like, how could this dragon become filled with the food of an ant? And it just is so beautiful how it just continues and continues and continues. As Rumi says, this poem is endless because you can see what it's saying. You can see this is light of divine wisdom. It's endless, it's infinite. And this infidel is identified with this gluttonous, fat, desirous man who is completely indulging in the flesh and has no even taste for such uh, a delicacy of wisdom. And yet, because of his encounter with the prophet and his wisdom and his embodied mercy, it transforms him from the inside out, and he leaves this path of gluttonous living and actually begins to start fasting and losing that weight, so to speak. No longer eating the food of 18 men and keeping 7 goats in his house so he can just always drink their milk all day long. Starts giving in charity, being more generous, being less self-centered, and living a life of just, he transforms. Now, truly, when you listen to that wisdom, that's the wisdom of Yeshua. That's the wisdom of Solomon. That's the wisdom of King David. That's the wisdom of Moses. That's the wisdom of Abraham. That's the wisdom of Muhammad. That's that's true. That's true with a capital T. It's so true. Those with the eyes to see and the ears to hear will recognize that. And I pray that all of these things have been enlightening to you and will assist you in your soul's journey of awakening and salvation, the salvation and purification of our hearts. Because as Muhammad said, there's nothing that's going to assist the person on the day of judgment or when they die, when they return to that which all is destined to return to, the source of all the worlds. There's nothing that's going to assist the person on that day besides a pure heart. A pure heart. That's the only thing.